I want to officially welcome you guys to the AMA today on the Beehive Colony. I am your host, by Frisbee, and today we have an amazing project. Just a bit of an intro. The Snafu Elite token is taking charity to a whole new level, providing a self-sustaining charity wallet and utility to veterans and first responders throughout the globe, as well as its community and investors by having an interchangeable rewards contract with farming and staking, NFT staking, and NFT reflections. And guess what? They have even more to come in the future. Without further ado, I'd like to invite to the microphone Staff Surgeon Muri. He is the founder of Snafu Elite. Glad you can make it, man, to the AMA.
Yeah, I'm glad you have us here. I may be the only one here today, and obviously, it's the weekend Sunday, and everyone on the team has family, real life, and stuff like that. So, I'll I'll let you guys know who they are and what they do and stuff like that. But just like you said, man, I'm the founder of Snafu. Being being a Marine veteran myself, I was medically retired back in 2012, 2012, and I've been out for a little bit more, little over 10 years.
Great, great, awesome. So you are bringing such wealth of experience to the Snafu project, being what 10 years Marine veteran yourself, and you would know firsthand what veterans have to endure on a daily basis. So I guess that puts you in the best position to set out, a charity program, a charity project for them. You want to tell us a little about your background as a veteran and your transition from being a veteran, serving your country, to getting involved with cryptos, even to develop your own project.
Yeah, for sure. Right out of high school, while I was in high school and everything, I already signed up for the Marine Corps, ready to go. I graduated high school 2 months after I stepped on the yellow footprints in Paris Island, and I actually went into the Marine Corps back in 2000, October 2001, and I did 12. I did 12 years in the Corps, 4 combat deployments, and I exceeded pretty well. But there was a time where I guess my demons got to me, and I started changing like who I was. I wasn't that staff sergeant got promoted, I guess, at my 8.5 year mark. But pretty much, long story short, bro, um, you know, uh, when I got out, it was due to, mental issues and stuff. And usually, when it comes to PTSD, it really affects the veterans. And they turned to substance abuse to help, because it feel like me personally, because it helped. But my choice was alcohol, and it got heavy and heavy and heavy, and I was drinking cases, bottles of Jack. It's just I didn't want to do anything. Then obviously, it started affecting my life. It really, I mean, it's always affected my life, but it kept on getting worse. Pretty much on the verge of divorce because of alcohol, because of arguments cut from the alcohol. Um, then I got arrested when I was traveling for work for trespassing at a bar, and uh, the wife came down and bailed me out and so forth. And I came back, called my boss, asked for another chance. He pretty much told me, because you're a veteran and stuff like that, and this is your last chance. But you even said it yourself. You need to get help. Um, So that's when I decided to check myself from rehab, and that's how Snafu came along. Just with personally going over dealing with the constant obstacles that veterans face on a daily basis. There's not a lot of projects out there that are mission oriented like Snafu, where the founder or someone in the core team um, has been through that. And yeah, it's not. I'm not dogging the projects out there because they're all great, good causes and so forth. But I can tell you that it's probably one of the only military oriented projects where the someone from deep in the core team has gone through the issues, the transition, financial issues, mental health. You know, I seen it all. I dealt with it all, and I dealt with hell. I dealt with not having a job and having to just eat stovetop stuffing. It's so I pretty much seen it all, been through it all, and that's how Snafu came along. Is when I was actually in rehab. When it comes to the crypto and stuff, I've been around. I've been in crypto for about 3 years, give or take, maybe a little bit more. I invested in some Matic, some SHIB, honestly, SafeMoon, and just mostly altcoins. Then I got into the DeFi side of it. Well, I say about a year and a half ago. When I was in rehab, my buddy introduced me to stuff like that, and you know, um, I like how you can not manipulate, but create a contract where it can be goal oriented, and so that is why that's why I came to the DeFi space compared to going anywhere else, because you can have a charity tax, you can make it goal oriented. Investors can make money at the same time, knowing that purchase they made or that sell they did, a portion of that goes to the charity wallet. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much legit for it, bud. For me.
Great, great. For such a cause as this, a very passionate cause with I like to say a humanitarian utility. It's good knowing that you're coming from a place of personal experience, and you're bringing all of that into this project. Is this the case with the rest of your core team? Are they all veterans? What
No.
is your experience like?
Yeah, like when it comes to when it comes to the veterans, we do have quite a couple of veterans on the team. We got Tim. He's our community manager. He was in the Army, artillery. And then you got Jeff. Jeff's not really in the hasn't really started his process yet because he's more oriented when it comes to the charity side of it, vetting, helping veterans. When it comes to filling out their forms, disability and stuff like that. Um, then we got Steven. He's not a veteran, but his dad was he was in the Navy in the Vietnam War, and obviously they didn't recognize PTSD back in the day, but his dad still faces a lot, so he knows what PTSD can do to someone, and a veteran. And then we got Nader. He's a veteran in Canada, the Canada Army. He's actually in the field op right now. Um, and so we do have some veterans, maybe some veterans, but they haven't seen the extent that I have seen, that I've dealt with. but even if they aren't, even if they're not a veteran, they um, are a strong supporter. And also we got veterans that are invested into the project, and then we got veterans that are invested but not actually financially invested in the project. If that makes sense.
I get that. I get that. Before we go further, I don't know if you are any company of any of your team members on the AMA today that you would need us to unmute, uh, or you, if you want to share your screen, anything like that, you could just inform me to do that right away. Are
Yeah,
you all
sure.
by
Yeah,
yourself?
like I said, Tim, he's working night shift right now, so he's probably sleeping the day away for his next shift. Um, and like I said, Tim, he's the Army Artillery. He's our community manager. We got Steven. Steven is our partnerships and relations manager, and I think he's doing some rafting with the family. And we all have real jobs. We have families, and that's what makes what makes us great too, is that we're able to drive this business, because it's we want it to be a business in the future. That's one of our long-term goals, or you can think of it as a project. We still could drive the project and take care of our home life at the same time.
Very
But he's a
good.
partnerships and relations manager. We're always constantly making collaborations, partnerships, and stuff like that. So he pretty much maintains the constant contact between them all, from Seek, Astro Donkey, Jackpot Doge. We're in a close knit group of safe projects that are intertwined with Seek, and I'll explain that a little bit more later in the AMA. But like I said, my wife, she's going to be handling the correspondence once we get heavier into the game, I guess you could say. Um, we got Jay. He's our visual media director. Everything on our website, logos, our icons that we have for Telegram. Um, you know, he's done all that, and that's what he maintains. He's more on the inside of things. He's not a really a communications person. So you see him every now and then listen to AMAs and so forth. But he's been with the project from day one. From like damn near probably a year now. So he's a real great guy. He has a family. His little girl, I think, just turned 3. And yeah, and then we bring in some we're bringing some other people in. We just brought a dev in to start helping out with some apps we have coming along. We're reaching out. We're getting everything ready to go to the metaverse and VR space. So we don't have those aren't finalized yet. So I don't want to really make an announcement for those. But when time comes, it'll be announced in the Telegram for the ones that are there.
You're great. Absolutely. Sound like you have it all put together. You have a great structure of, I think that's a little mixed. You have, veterans like you, and you have some others that are very experienced in the crypto, digital, graphic worlds, and it's an amazing team from what I see. And I'm just curious. You have launched for how many days now? When did you launch?
Well, this is version 2. The first version, the contract itself is um, I guess you can say what pushed us to version 2, because the original contract, you would have to sell you had to sell native tokens for marketing and donations. And which really what happens when you do that is you provide a lot of selling pressure, a lot of red on the chart, and we just weren't able to recover for it. So so we launched version 2, which actually launched February 4th or February 6th, one of those days, and of this year. But Snafu's been around since July 26th, so we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. Because I took out time to look at the charts, and it's impressive. It's still holding up even in the bearish markets, and it only reassures us that, I mean, there's such a robust utility behind this one, and there are a lot of believers in the project, holding it up. So good one on that. So well, I have followed Snafu Elite for some time now, but I just want investors here to understand fully. If you were to speak in the simplest of terms, what Snafu Elite intends to do, what is the vision, and what is the vision in the simplest of terms? If you could just, if feel free to tell us about that.
Yep. What Snafu tends to do, and for the ones that don't know what Snafu is, Snafu actually stands for situation normal and all fucked up. It's a military
Mm-hmm.
acronym term that I felt was unique in this to bring over in this space. Because when it comes to crypto, situation normal and it's all fucked up at the same time. I mean, you're talking about honeypots, rug pulls, marketing scams, people always reaching out to you. So it it's all it's just all intertwined, and the situation's normal and it's fucked up at the same time. So our goal is to provide investors with a legit, safe project that provides charitable donations through a self-sustaining wallet, and at the same time provide them passive income, multiple passive income opportunities, such as, just like you mentioned before, such as NFT reward staking, which we're going to be rolling that out here soon. NFT staking, double passive income staking through Brewer Labs, where you can receive Snafu reflections, but you're also receiving BNB or BUSD NFT staking, real utility staking through our partner mine token, which is Stefan's here. And that's about to roll out. And so far, with just this launch itself being over 5 months old, we already donated over $6,000, and that, bud, is from the contract itself, and and there are other investors who actually donated to the charity wallet. And by making those donations and paying for marketing and stuff, we were able to do that without putting any type of red on the chart at all. You didn't see nothing, because when it comes to our contract, it's a customized contract. It's not a contract that was built by Pink Sale or built by Coin Tool app or Madra, whatever how you ever pronounce it. This is a customized contract that was built by Brew Labs. So there's an internal swap to liquefy on there, and that's what makes it neat. And it also provides it a one sell feature. So the only thing you're gonna see that's contract selling is selling some tokens for the LP. But when it comes to the rewards, the buyback, everything else we have set in there for the taxes, you don't see any of that. You'll just see two cells. That's it. And I don't count the actual cell from the main wallet. I'm counting that one cell feature, which provides the LP for it. And so it would just go back, just again, man, we're trying to make a difference and make a once go back to what I said from the start, trying to make something legit and safe. And so by doing that, we also are KYC through Seek, KYC through FedEx, and we're KYC through Ninja Lounge. We're also audited. We're also fully doxed. We're a legitimate entity. So we are actual business out of state of Florida. So we have everything's there. So if we do scam or rug pull or something like that, my information's out there. All three of those lounges, they have my driver's license. So they have my driver's number license. They got my picture. They got my address. I'm fully doxxed. I'm friends with people on Facebook and Instagram and all of that. So everyone knows who I am. And so, if you're looking for a legit safe project that's here for the long run, then that's Snafu. We are a safe investment, and we are goal oriented. That's it, bud.
Yeah, great. I see that. I see that you and your team are putting your reputation on the line, getting docs and KYC even to front line on this project. Uh, it only affirms, you know, uh, tells us about how passionate you are, even to touch lives out there. While you were speaking, I mean, you drew my attention to Stefan in the building. Uh, I was gonna, well, but before that, how you doing, Stefan?
Hey, buddy. How you guys doing? I've been waiting.
Good.
I didn't want to jump in on David's discussion, but I
Eh,
will say this. I am super excited that we're partnered with Snafu, because one of the things that they're doing is they are all about helping their community, and a lot of what their community needs is, like David said, mental health support. So for us to be that connecting piece with his project, just thank you. I couldn't be happier that we're here to help.
wow. You know, I was just gonna just put a joke through right there. Is this the reason why you have a military cap every time? I'm just kidding.
No, what was that, man?
Is it I'm speaking to Stefan. Is it the reason
No.
why he always has a military hat
Oh, my
when
military hat. No, one day I'm gonna take you on a tour of my 10 hats that I own, and then show
wow.
you. But that's, yeah. I like camo hats. I actually really like Red Dragon. Is a brand I like, and they have a lot of pretty cool caps. So
Yeah.
that's why. But I should be wearing one today but I'm not coming on camera. I might. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for
You
the
know,
time.
well,
But
I had to mention that because I mean you're being very supportive, and I was gonna just mention to Dave right here that because I saw some part in the website speaking about life works, and then I thought about mind token. I was gonna draw his attention to that and just you know hoping to understand the nature of relationship with the LifeWorks. Is it directly with LifeWorks, or you are accessing LifeWorks through the Mind token?
Nope. We are actually for when their platform actually launches, you will gain access to the services that LifeWorks provides through Mind Token, and by doing that, you have to stake more. You have to stake more. You have to stake $50 or more worth of Snafu to receive the services, which are limited. I mean, but limited mean by how many times you can call this and that. But uh, um, but you'll be able to receive that legal counseling, that financial counseling, mental health counseling, physical fitness, and telemedicine. and all you have to do is just stake $50 worth and pay a $5 $5 fee, which in turn you will get that investment back, because while you're receiving the services of LifeWorks, you're also receiving APR with it.
Great.
You said it awesome, man. Yeah, that's exactly it. They'll be able to stake. So Snafu members will be able to stake Snafu tokens at the end of the day, and that's the biggest thing. Is we didn't want anybody to have to go out and buy our token if they weren't comfortable with it. They're already in Snafu, so that's why we set up the partnership to give out everybody our staking access to staking.
Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. We only had the Mind token. We had Stefan in the house a few days ago, and Mind token is such a great project. And to understand that you are partnering with a Snafu Elite, even to bring such a robust utility, even for people to benefit, it only makes it really good and better, you know. Uh, my concern, I just want to put forward to Dave right here is, the issue has always been with some projects with a humanitarian utility that, making it sustainable. How you're gonna constantly feed the system, with revenue or funds so that it becomes self-sustaining. And you mentioned staking in the swap and NFTs, but do you own your own swapping platform, your own staking platform, or your own NFT marketplace?
We don't at the moment, but it is something we plan on doing in the future. You got to figure too, we didn't, we started from the bottom. We started launching at 33,000 market cap, dropping down to the all-time low of 23,000, with all-time high of 290. And we didn't have a large marketing funds. And but so that that is in the future. But what we're doing now is, while this bear market's going and everyone is, I guess you can say, watching it and seeing what the market does, we're taking steps to make Snafu even greater. So when the bull run does come, this project is just gonna, it's just gonna take off. And buddy, it's going to take off. It's just a matter of time. People are taking their, if you look at it, if you go into sales and everything, people are taking their funds, and they're they're cashing out. They're hardly taking them and putting them somewhere. And, for example, what we're doing right now is, you're talking about, let's see, you're talking about other revenue coming in. All right. One of the things we have coming in is this, I did mention the NFT reflections. Buddy, this is just not reflections for the NFT. This is what this contract is. Well, first, let me talk about the NFTs real quick. All right. So when it comes with the NFTs, these NFTs were actually, the art behind it was actually sketched over 18 years ago during deployments. And when it comes to these sketches, they're just not sketches that he just came up in his mind and he wrote it down. These are actually events or something that we seen or been through personally on our deployments, and we're taking those and we're integrating them into an NFT reward system. And how this NFT reward system is going to work is it's going to be a 3-tier system. You got a wooden edition, which will be 1x. A copper edition will be a 3x. Then you got a gold edition, will be a 5x. And you have 5 pieces for this first series. Each of those 5 pieces can be one of those tiers. And so and with that project, with those NFTs, on the front of that NFT, you'll have the artwork. You'll have our motto, which will be, we got your 6. As you hear a lot, it says, I got your 6.
Yeah.
But we got your six as Snafu. So we got your six on the side, and then we got repay the debt on the top, which is from Valor Foundation. Then it's going to turn over, and it's going to have a brief description of what that actual art piece means with the Snafu logo on back. It also has a QR scan code on there where it links back to the wallet it holds. If someone sees it, they can scan it and
Yeah.
they can, and so forth. So these NFTs, what we plan on doing is, I'm not. Well, so you got to think about this. All right. So you got one BNB, 0.5 of for the contract. 0.5 BNB buys back into the Snafu contract. So there's a built-in buyback in there. But
Yeah.
instead of burning it, it buys the Snafu tokens and it airdrops it to the NFT holders, depending on how many NFTs they had and the value of the NFTs they have. Then it takes the other point 0.5 and drops it into the marketing wallet. And from there, I could either push it to the marketing, I can push it to the buyback, and supply more tokens for the staking pools, farming pools, NFT staking, or mine token, or I could put it to the charity side. It just depends. It just depends on where we're going to need those funds the most. And that right there is the start of bringing more revenue into the project and raising the price up. And these
Yeah.
these five pieces, they're not the only five pieces we have. We have about another 20 pieces ready to go. So we got about three more series. So when it comes to like with the revenue and stuff, just like you said, bud, the NFTs is the first thing we're doing, man.
And it's such impressive NFT concept, I must say. This images more like on the military dog tags or something like that. It's quite unusual from the regular NFT images where you have the singular portraiture of an ape or a dog, and you talking about the storyline behind the idea, the sketches. Well, I was just curious, where was somebody sketching during a war situation or something? Is that what you were trying to say? Is
No,
the
not during like when the time was getting rough, but when we do have downtime, you did have some downtime.
yeah.
Sitting in like a linear position. He didn't stop what he was doing and sketched it. If that's what you mean, no, he didn't. But
Was it one of you that sketched it, or
yeah, it was
just
actually
a,
my section leader. He doesn't want to dox himself or anything, but we call him Big Bird. He's a
okay?
bit, and the reason why he doesn't want to dox or anything like that because he's a cop in the United States. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, he was a section leader at the time. He's a good friend. We're constantly we're constantly talking, and he is invested in Snafu also.
that's great. Uh, I also noticed on that NFT uh, pictures that, yeah, when you talked about that, I've got your back, I've got you six. I just wanted to quickly explain to community. It's a ubiquitous term in the military, right? That highlights loyalty in corporation in the military culture. And but I noticed there's a nonprofit with that name. We got your six, and they also seeking to help homeless veterans rebuild their lives. Is the Snaffle Elite by chance related or in partnership with this organization?
What say again, buddy?
Yeah, there's an organization with the name We Got Your Six, and I see that line on the NFT. We got your six, which is a ubiquitous term in the military for I got your back, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so is the
Uh,
Snafu Elite related to that organization? Is in partnership because there's an organization with that name. Got your six.
No, we're not. We haven't been talking. They're actually we've been thinking about it, but we are talking to another nonprofit organization right now. And once we finalize everything with them, that's something we'll probably look into. Yes, sir.
You're great. Well, just a bit of some of the standard questions. We already seen them on the website, but if you would just take a few minutes to give us a rundown. You already touched a little about it on that. The tokenomics, I see that it's a 12% buy tax. Do you think that a few people might be concerned about how high that is? You just might want to run us through that
Yeah,
tokenomics.
right now it is 12% by 14%. So, um, what we plan on doing is we do plan on lowering it, and it's probably going to be it's probably going to be after this AMA. We'll try to keep it below 10. If anything, and sell will be about 11, 11 or 12, and the buy tax will be a little bit lower. Reason why they were a little high like that is because we had to, supply more to the market and buyback wallet. Especially with the marketing, how the marketing conditions are right now. But since it seems like it's stabilizing a little bit, we will drop it after this AMA. But
All right.
but speaking of that too, is we do have a function in the contract. Um, when activated at any time, it could be for special events. We even have a timer on our website for when the next one's going to be. It's called the battlefield function, and what this battlefield function does, it lowers the buy tax. For the first hour, the buy tax is 2%. Second hour is 4%. And when it comes to the sell tax is um, yeah, the first hour is 25%, and then the second hour is 20%, and that can be done. That can be done at any given time. Um, and what it's designed, really, what it's designed for designed to do is provide a more buying pressure than selling pressure. It's also designed to, when activated, if someone's been waiting for a good entry point, that's a good time to get in, especially when the buy tax is low. That's pretty much like lunch money right there. So we do have that. We do plan on lowering our taxes because we are looking on an exchange right now, and one of their criteria for us to be on that exchange is nothing above 10%. So we are going to be lower on that. Yes, sir.
Well, are you concerned that that might affect the sustainability a bit? Are you just concerned somewhere? If you have to lower that?
If lowering tax, no, I'm not worried at all. I mean, you're talking about guys like selling and stuff like that, they're gonna sell anyways. It's just how it is, man. And if they, it's their money. If they want to take their money and sell it, put in another project, they can put in another project, or they got to cash out. They got to cash out. I mean, that's just how it is, and we'll be able to break it up as needed between the buy and sell tax. That's one of the that's one of the good things about our project. It's when it comes to buy tax, we can do it different than the sell tax. So say we put buy tax at 6% and the sell tax at 10%. That 10% can cover the buy tax, the sell tax, and what we have going on.
Oh, that's okay. All right. Speaking about marketing, uh, what are your plans, even moving forward, regarding marketing? Just run us through that.
Yeah, all right. So when it comes to marketing and stuff like that, what we're trying to do is we're trying to build this project as organically as possible before we get listed on CoinGecko or CMC. And how we're doing that is, we're doing that through partnerships, collaborations, NFTs, Twitter, all that good stuff. And we get more of a churn out we get a more turnout than in AMAs than anything. Now you can go pay. I mean, you can go pay a Twitter and stuff like that for a Twitter post for a well-known thing, but it's not going to guarantee you anything. It's
Yeah.
that's a type of crypto we're in right now. Even even if you're a great even though if you're a great project, this and that and so forth, the guys are going to be following the hype.
Yeah.
For example, I think one of the biggest hypes that were out there was a Walmart coin or whatever. They got fast tracked and everything on CoinGecko and CMC. Hell, I don't even know how high they got it. And then now they're sitting at 40,000. While Snafu's been sitting over 100K, and we're still holding. That project's not gonna if unless they got something big coming up. That project's not gonna be. That had its all-time high. Everyone took their damn funds, and that's why it's down. Yeah, that's why it's at 40,000. So we're trying to do everything organic before CG comes, before CMC comes, and so far we're doing awesome, and you know, it's just organic as possible. And then once we got organic and we got a stable floor price, once BNB starts raising up, then maybe do some hype marketing. But I want organic, and that's what I want. I don't want to spend $3,200 on a AMA for when it comes to Venom or anything like that. I would rather have strong partnerships and great collaborations between vetted and safe projects than pay for that stuff. Because what it does when
Right.
you come with hype marketing and everything, it creates a void. And so it's all organic. We're maintaining organic growth of marketing, charitable donations, which like I said, we already just a couple days ago we donated close to $3,000, and utility. Okay, and with the utility is we just finished our Mint app, and with the NFTs, so you can go to our subdomain and you can mint those NFTs, and you're not paying an extra fee or anything for minting them on the exchanges like Tofu or NFT Trade, stuff like that. You just go straight to that, connect your wallet, and buy what you want. Now, next thing we're working on is, because we want to be able to have the community decide where some of the charitable donations go. You can't really put a poll out there on Telegram or Twitter because that can be manipulated.
Yeah.
You can forward to somewhere, and the next thing you know, you got 600. You got 600 damn votes on that thing, but you only have like 200 in the community. So what we got
Yeah.
going on now, what we're working on now, is we're working on a government polling system where you're gonna have to, in order to vote, you're gonna have to hold a certain amount of Snafu tokens, and you're gonna be able to connect your wallet. When you go in there, you'll be able to vote on the stuff that we have going, the type of marketing you want. Like you can
Wow.
have charity A, charity B, charity C, and you can vote for which one, and it's gonna have a paragraph of what's going on with it. And so that won't get manipulated at all. And like I said, it's only going to be inclusive for Snafu holders. You will not be able to vote or anything unless you're a Snafu holder, and it can't be manipulated. So
Uh,
so right now, buddy, it's just charitable donations, organic growth, and utility and passive
Awesome.
income.
Awesome. So you're talking about a DAO system.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I think that's beautiful because there are a lot of deserving people out there. If you weren't very sure about the structure to with which to distribute that donation, it might just fall into the wrong hands. They don't need it. So I think that's a great idea, even to go or organic. I guess people have to see it for the utility that you're bringing. And I'm impressed that the chart is still holding up. Uh, you know, awesome stuff. You have, yeah, I see from the website some part right there that you're dedicating some of that fund to the Ukraine relief initiative. How do you plan on distributing that and ensuring that the funds get to the right places in Ukraine?
All right, when it came to that donation, it was through the Ukraine Relief Initiative, and there was multiple massive projects involved, like military finance, Valor Foundation, and FODX. It was sent to a multi-sig wallet, and what we're doing now is we're waiting for that BNB price to raise up before they push it out. Um, but as to know what's going on, how they're going to do it, they're going to be pushing out a press release. I'm showing how they're going to do it, but
Okay, so no donations have been made towards that Ukraine relief initiative.
no donations yet because it's still in the multi-sig wallet. Because when we made that
Okay,
donation is when the BNB took a massive hit, and it would have um, how do I say it? It's just the value of it went down, but it's still in that wallet. It's a multi-sig wallet, so it can't be removed, and I believe you have to have three signatures for it. But
okay,
that multi-sig wallet is for the Ukraine Relief Initiative.
great, great, uh, awesome. This is one very impactful project, and I believe that investors here are having a good look at this one. You know, how did you seek to give back, even to impact the lives of veterans and first responders out there? Amazing, really. Uh, it's somewhere on the roadmap because there's a plan. I see there's a plan for the Malta chain, and it isn't ticked. Uh, does it does the team intend to go on Malta chain later? I mean, bridging into Malta chains in the future. What is exactly the issue? The reason why the that hasn't been ticked on the roadmap? Can you express it, the challenge that
Because
you've had?
because to do a multi-chain, honestly, you have to have some funds for it. You have to manipulate the contract again. And right now, we're still small, but um, and so we don't have the funds for it. But we plan on doing a bridge. Reason doing a bridge is it gives Snafu more exposure, because there's some guys that just like to be on the Ethereum chain. There's some guys that just like to be on the Binance or Polygon. So by doing that, it's something that we are planning on having done in the future. It's just so we can get more exposure for the ones that like Ethereum or like the Polygon network. Um, and it's just like I said, it's not if, it's just when. It's a matter of time when that's going to happen. But that is done for it is planned for the future, buddy.
Great, great, absolutely beautiful. It's already almost an hour into the AMA, and I see that the community is really eager to ask a few questions. I don't know if you have touched on everything that we needed to. Are there any features or updates about the project you'd like to touch on before we get to
Oh
ask
no,
the
I mean,
community?
just yeah. I think we hit everything up. So let's answer some questions, buddy.
All right. Okay, guys, you know the drill. If you're new to this, all you need to do is at this point you want to raise your hand if you have a question for the dev in the building today. Just one question, guys, so we could give the opportunity to other participants. Uh, with no generic questions, please. We don't want questions that you could have answers just flipping through the website and the white paper. So, all right, just raise your hands, and we'll pick just a minute. Hold on. Okay. Do I see all the hands raised up yet? Let's go for Yellow Lips. You can ask your question. Yellow Lips,
Okay,
you're muted.
can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. How you doing?
Oh, thanks for the opportunity. Great presentation. I'll say, David, you have been doing a great job of presenting a great project like this. That's really great. So, being through your website, I saw some great things with guys you have been doing with your NFTs, and that's really, really great, man. So, I will commend you for that great job. So, going through my question, going through your website and going through your Telegram group, I saw you guys have some great members. So, I would like to know because your Telegram group is really a great one. So, I would like to know if you guys can make an educational videos related to your project in the sense that you will make a videos using a Chinese man advertising your project in the Chinese ways, putting it to the Chinese community, like Chinese countries, putting it to the television, advertising your projects into the magazine in different countries. In this aspect, you are bringing people come to your projects and you are bringing people come to the crypto space. I we all know that the market is really, really bad. Most investors are scared, but in that aspect, you are bringing people outside the crypto space. You are advertising your project outside the crypto space. I know that aspect, you are bringing more people come to your project. I know now people are scared to invest, but in that aspect, you will have more people to invest in your project, and I will give them a great assurance for them investing in your project. Thank
Yeah, when it comes to the Chinese market stuff like that, that's all going to come into play. It probably won't be now; it'll be in the future. We are still small, 4 months old. Um, and so what we got to focus on first, bud, is we got to focus, make sure we're showing that we are a legit project. We are ready to go. We're doing what we said we're going to be, what we said we're going to do. And once we have that set in stone, then we'll start moving over to the China, Asia, and stuff like that. But what I can tell you though is we do have those nationalities already invested into Snafu. Um, when it comes to Telegram stuff like that, we're already building one community up for a Nigeria community. We already got a community manager for that. So it's just a matter of time, organic growth. And once we start building and we get to a place where we get, then we're going to look at that in the future. But
you. Yeah, that's really, really great because this is the first project I'm hearing them saying they're building a Nigeria community. So that's really, really great. You bringing out some community apart from the project. So that's really great. Thanks for the great answers. Thanks for the great opportunity.
thank you, sir.
All right, thanks, Yellow Lips. Thank you for that. Well, it's good to know that you are reaching to veterans in other countries. Actually, that's a profound one. All right, I think Chief Lyricist has a question. You could just unmute yourself and ask your question, Chief.
Yeah, thank you, Bifrost B. Um, so my question is, you mentioned that this project donations for veterans and all, due to what you've been through. But what I want to ask is, in case it happens, probably does this donation and this help extend to the families of these veterans or people who are going through this post-traumatic stress syndrome? Let's say, for example, during the course of the treatment, we are not hoping for anything evil. They die, and the donations made for them, what happens to the program that you've set aside or you've prepared for such people?
Yep. So when it comes to these charitable donations, when we've, for the ones we already donated to, it does already, affect the direct dependence of the veteran itself for helping them out. Each project or each nonprofit organization that we donated, they have certain programs that help that veteran and dependence and family. And for one, the one that does outdoor therapy, saltwater therapy. You got another one that takes care of veterans and their families and first responders and combat veterans. Then another one has multiple programs that do help out. Like for example, ones that we will be donating to in the future. They work with canines. They take rescue canines from they take canines from animal shelters, rescue kill shelters, and so forth, and they actually train them. And they bring the veteran in to they pair it up to a veteran, and by just doing that alone, it helps out. It helps the family. It gives that veteran, it gives that combat veteran a battle buddy where he's not constantly dependent on his wife or his kids. They calm him down and so forth. So even though that maybe some of these don't really work directly with it, but they are designed to help the veteran out. In return, when it helps the veteran out, it helps the family, buddy.
Okay,
Okay with
thank you
that,
very much.
Chief.
That's very expressive. Thank you, Bifrost B.
Thank you so much, Chief Lyricist. You have your footprint everywhere. I had to just say that. All right. Thank you for that. I think I have to call somebody I have not called before here. Let's see. Battle Symphony. You can speak. You can just unmute yourself. I heard you before.
Uh, Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you
Okay.
doing, man?
Okay. Thank you. Bye for us, B. I think it's a really great project you have, Dave, giving back with the charity program. And I see you also have a very impressive store as well. So my question is, can people buy with cryptos as well? Because I see it's in fiat currency.
No, what you're
Yeah.
actually looking at, but that's you're looking at ways you can buy Snafu. All right, so I imagine you are looking at the website right now.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so you can buy with a credit card, or you can go to Pancake Swap. If you go in that Telegram, I'm gonna do a quick link. Um, you can buy going directly to Pancake Swap. You can use card. We're on Brew Labs Swap, or you can go to straight to PooCoin, and we also what we have too. We also have a swapper. With that swapper, if you send just straight BNB 20, the smart chain to that address on there, what that swapper does, it takes that smart chain, buys into the contract, takes the Snafu tokens, and it'll drop it to your wallet. And so you don't have to go in there. You don't have to go to any exchange or anything like that. Honestly, when you go to sell, it's a different story. But like I said, you got 5 ways you can buy Snafu: Pancake Swap, credit card, Brew Swap, which is on Brew Labs, PooCoin, and also the Snafu swapper.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
You okay with that question?
Thank you
With
very
that
much.
response? Battle?
Yeah. Thank you, Bifrost.
All right. Thank you so much. I think I think he asked that question because I also noticed on the merch store that it was clearly in fiat currency. So I mean, being that you doing a crypto project, you probably wanted to see the equivalent in
Oh,
other
so
cryptocurrency.
he was talking about the merchandise. I thought you meant Snafu. My bad, buddy.
No, I think he's talking uh, Battle Symphony. You talking about the merchandise store?
Yeah, yeah. I was okay. Actually, talking about. I wanted to ask about both, but as he explained um the snafu, I think I get it.
All right, I think I get that. He's also referring to the merchandise store. I see it's in dollars, which is
Yeah,
if it's
it's
possible to buy in cryptos as well.
right now it is right now it's just in your currency, which is well, it would be USD or what the currency where you're at, and everything that gets purchased into our merchandise store goes directly straight back into the project. No one gets funds for it or anything. And if you guys have a different design or something you want or something you feel that's in there, just let myself or the team know, and we can pass it on to our media guy.
All right. Thank you for that response right there. Thank you for that question, Battle Symphony. All right. I think we have Dante. Dante, you have a question for Snafu Elite. You can unmute yourself.
Dev, good day. Can you hear me? Hello, Dev.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you,
Yeah,
buddy.
it's quite a unique one. Uh, an exemplary project. Big thumbs up to you guys, man. So, going through your, I discovered that the mission of this project is to serve veterans that have. Now, my question is the service to veterans or is it available for everybody? And again, want to verify the authenticity of a mental or physical disability in a veteran before you can grant or that's my question, man.
Yeah, you be honest, buddy. You kind of broke up, man.
Yeah.
You want to write it
I
down in the chat, and I'll read it real quick.
No, I said
I
again. Yeah. I said the services you are rendering are they limited to
Are they limited to just veterans? Is
veterans?
that your question?
Yeah, are they limited to just veterans? And again, are there mechanism on ground to verify the authenticity of a mental and a physical disabled veteran before you grant them status?
Yeah, when it comes to the future and stuff like that. I mean, and when it comes to the military, honestly, you do have to verify. I do know in the United States, you get a when it comes to your medical records, so your medical record shows what's going on and so forth. So obviously, when we do help them directly, honestly, they'll have to prove, the reason why they're seeking help. If they're saying, they do have PTSD, well, they'll have medical or something in there, or yeah, something on like a DD 214 showing that they do have it. Um, just because you don't want someone, taking the funds from another actual veteran that is honestly trying to receive help. But most of our donations, all of our donations right now goes to a nonprofit organization, and we don't really have any say where they do go. But what we can do is we can choose what nonprofit organizations we do donate to what we want at this time. So some nonprofit organizations build houses for disabled veterans, with physical issues or mental issues, stuff like that. And honestly, we do our research and make sure those those nonprofit organizations are a legit nonprofit organization, meaning do have all the forms filled out, they pay taxes, and they have to supply a legit audit.
Great. Dante, you okay
Oh,
with
oh,
that
oh.
response?
In a nutshell, now your services are only limited to veterans, right?
What's that, sir?
I think he's
Are
asking
only
if,
limited.
in a
The,
nutshell.
yeah, the services are only limited to veterans, right?
Okay, he's breaking really.
Can you hear me? Is are the services only
Yeah,
limited
we
to
can hear you.
veterans?
I think I just.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
Yeah, I said that veterans are they limited to only veterans, physical disabilities and mental disabilities.
Yeah, it's going to be for right now. Right now it's just going to be geared towards the veterans and first responders and direct families. We do want to be able to help out, expand to other nonprofit organizations, but at the moment it's just veterans and first responders at the moment, bud.
All right.
I
You're
appreciate.
good with that response, Dante?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I really got him right, man. Got him right. Thank you, man. Thank you, bye first.
All right. Thanks for your question right there. Uh, I think we'll just take one last question, and the time is really far spent. So,
Mhm.
all right, we have Maxwell. Hold on. Maxwell is owner of the Blue Lounge, a partner with the Beehive. I'd like him to say a few words
Hey there,
and see what he
Biophils. How
has
you doing?
about the project. Doing good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah. Hey there, David. What's up, buddy?
It's going, buddy. Just grinding, man. How you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm doing great. It's a fine evening here. Enjoying the cool weather and all. So, you've got a nice project here. I must say, went through your white paper and it was looking great. I love the vision of the project. Giving a helping hand and oh yeah, I had a question about the tax, but since that has been answered already, I just wanted to talk on. I see you're gonna be bringing on the phase 3, you're gonna be enlarging your team. Bringing more people to your team. To improve that. So I just wanted to know, seeing that I see on the white paper or on the website that we have a solid team already and all's organized. So why bring in some more people to come over? I just want to know what kind of performance do you want them to bring to your project? If you're gonna be adding some new people to your team, you definitely want some development from them. So
Yep.
could you let me know about that? Yeah.
Yep. All right. So when it comes to that, one thing we don't have on our team right now, well, we do, just finalizing everything, is a developer. You need a developer to create apps and so forth. And so, in order for us to make that governance DAO, that polling system, and we have some other unique features, we do have to have a developer who's able to do that. All right. We are also going into the metaverse and the VR space. So we got someone coming in for that, and then we also have. I'm also talking to another, a good girl. She was going to be the outreacher, pretty much going out, talking, pretty much, explaining what Snafu is, this and that, and so forth. With those guys that are coming in, our team is complete. That's what we need. That's what we need, and we won't be bringing anyone else in.
Oh yeah, so okay, I totally get your point. So saying that you're gonna be bringing all these new features into the project, then I believe you're gonna be giving an update on the website, adding some of these features to the roadmap because the metaverse and DAO you talked about aren't on the roadmap. So I believe you're gonna include that, right?
Yeah, we just finalized everything today, but probably about an hour and a half before the AMA. So there is stuff I got to do, which is obviously updates in the roadmap. There's some stuff that move around in the phases, and then there's some more, and there's some stuff that we need to add on to it. You're correct, and I am doing that. When we get off this AMA, buddy.
Oh yeah, sounds great. So the more utilities you add, it gives value to the token, and I believe when you have more investors in this, they'll also get to see the vision of your project, and actually go on, and I feel you might have some more helping hands on the way. Apart from just buying the token, I really think people should actually contribute in on your movement. So it's a really nice concept you've got here, and it's been nice speaking with you. Let's moon this project, boy, to the moon. Oh yeah, thanks for the opportunity, bye for us. Nice speaking with you, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maxwell, and for that awesome contribution. I think that his contribution actually uh, opened up a question in my mind, and it was why you were responding, speaking about the metaverse. Most of the time when people talk about the metaverse, they speak about it in regards to P to E as the play to earn. And you have such a beautiful concept in looking through the website already, and that's the military, whole setting, and it'd be easy to incorporate such a game as the Call of Duty, the shooter games and stuff like that. Is it something that you're looking at to be an integral part of your metaverse?
Yeah, it is, but it's not really priority. But I do plan on calling Omega Delta. It's gonna be a 2D type of 2D type of deal.
Okay. As you were speaking about metaverse, there's that whole 3D jamboree,
Yeah,
all immersive experience. So you're talking 2D, and you want to incorporate that.
yeah. We do got stuff. We do have stuff planned. Um, but once again, man, we're this version is you know a little over 5 months, 5 months now, and we've come a long way, and there's some stuff that we need to focus on first before we expand. So when it comes to the VR space and the meta space, we're being geared. We're right now we're being geared to, just having a section there for Snafu where you can find everything, artwork, stuff like that. And then once we actually have everything set, set in stone, and we have some, when volume comes in, transactions come in, that's when it's game on. So there's so much possibilities that we can do that we have already started the groundwork for, and you really don't see that a lot with young projects at a small market cap like ours.
Awesome, awesome. Well, it's a great project, and you just enlightened us about the possibilities of scalability. You could grow this one, and so far, I mean, it's such a good story. Looking at your chart, in even in the bear market, it's you're doing really good. And understanding there's still a lot to come, a lot of utilities to be rolled out, and you're giving a lot to people, donation and impacting your world. It only makes it very awesome. And you're teaming up with a good friend of ours. I mean, the Mind Token. So Stefan
Yeah.
is still here.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm
Yeah,
doubling up. I'm in an actual update meeting too as well.
yeah. We're glad that you could hop in. And I understand your pre-sale is coming really soon, and we are preparing for that. Uh, you know,
That's right, the 20th. Everybody look around, find us, and find Snafu. And go stake on Snafu if you want our services before we launch.
great, great, absolutely well said. All right, so I hope I didn't take too much time. It was supposed to be a 1 hour AMA, but when you're having to interact with a beautiful project such as Snafu Elite, time happens when you're having fun, knowing about the project. So, um, such an amazing time today on the AMA, getting to know Snafu Elite, and we want to thank Dave and for your time, and Stefan for jumping in, having a word with us, and attending the AMA today. I don't know if you have any final words, Dave, you want to relate with the community before we close, or anything that you hadn't mentioned before you want to talk about before we round up.
Yep. Just like I said, I mean, if you're looking for a legit project, safe project, a good investment, going to a great cause, then Snafu is the way to go. We're not going to go anywhere. We're grinding, and we're doing a lot of for the ones I've been listening. We're doing a lot of things behind the scene. We got the NFTs coming out soon. Those are going to be big, and for for the ones that are interested in, and want to try to get on in a good good get in on a good entry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the battlefield. So the first hour buy tax is 2%, and the fourth hour first hour buy tax is 2%, and the second hour buy tax is 4%. For anyone, that is interested, it'll give them a good entry point into the project.
Are you doing that really soon, or you have a schedule? Are you doing that right away? I don't.
I'm actually in the process of doing it right now, buddy.
All right, great.
I'm a holder at
Excellent.
Snafu. I'd say do your own research and go get a bag.
Well, yeah. Well said. Well said. Haven't
But
listened to Dave. Yeah, you wanted to say something?
yeah, but thanks again for having me. I mean, honestly, it means a lot. So that Stefan knows, man. If you gave me the floor for all day, dude, I can talk about Snafu until
It's
I can to fall asleep. So it's
Yeah, he's really active. He's a great dev.
oh
and
yeah. Oh yeah.
just once again, thank you for having us, and I hope everyone. I know I've seen some coming in the Telegram and stuff. And if you got questions, website, everything's there. Um, and if you can't find anything, you are more than welcome to ask, and you'll get the answers. And like I said, the battlefield is activated. So if anyone is interested, just like Stephen said, do your own research. Um, and this is legit safe, and I hope to see you guys around. All right.
Yeah. Great. Great. I saw the caption somewhere. Be Safu, be Snafu, or something like that.
Be
If you
safe,
could
be
just
snafu.
exactly. Awesome stuff. All right. So, what a way to end this one. We urge investors right here to check out the links I'll be posting out shortly. These are the official links of a Snafu Elite, to their Telegram, to their website, white paper. You want to do your due diligence, having listened to Dave it's a great project with such robust utility, and the chart is looking very beautiful. Even in the bearish market, you wanna take some time to hopping on your Telegram. I believe that a member of the team, a mod, is going to respond to you. All right, so we have come to the end of the AMA, guys. Thank you for your participation. Thanks for coming out, guys. So I'm ending the VC in about now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Bye.
You too, buddy. Thank you.